Everyone. Good afternoon. How are we all doing? I hope everything is showing properly. Sorry, we are just like a minute late. This is Growth Habits with Ngozi, and I am your personal guide on the journey of growth. How are you doing today? How is everything with you? Let me just do a quick round check just to be sure we can be heard everywhere. Okay, so let me check on Facebook. Um, okay, yeah, Facebook, we are live and we are audible. Instagram, we are live and we are audible. All right. LinkedIn, we are live on LinkedIn and we are live on YouTube. All right, so it's a go everywhere. So once again, good afternoon, good morning, good evening, if it's evening where you are, and welcome to Growth Habits with Ngozi. I am your personal guide on this journey of growth. Wow, so this month of November, we have really been on a journey. I don't know about every other person, but I have been on a journey this month of November because this month we're talking about gratitude. We're talking about having a thankful heart, having a heart of gratitude. That's what we've been talking about in this month of November. And I have experienced some things this month. I don't know if you also are with me. I don't know if you also are experiencing some of the things that I am experiencing. But when you set your heart to be thankful to God, when you set your heart to be thankful, when you set your heart to be grateful, no matter what, things come to test that resolve. Let me tell you, things come. They come to test whether really you're grateful, to test whether really you have a heart of gratitude. Things come. And if you've truly not built up a heart of gratitude, if for you it's all talk, some of the things that come will be enough to just bring you down. I'm telling you. I am telling you. But sorry for just a second, I need to plug my phone. So, but if you have built up a heart of gratitude and that is your default, nothing, really nothing can just overtake you and you will know what to do. Nothing, as in nothing. Absolutely nothing. I repeat it how many times? Nothing will be able to overtake you. So this month we started off by talking about gratitude as a perspective shift. Let my tongue go nuts. Yeah, that was how we started, and we said that gratitude is a mindset. It's a decision you take. It's how you see things. It's not even what you have. Gratitude does not even stem necessarily from what you have. It stems from how you see what you have, how you perceive the things that you have, the things that are around you. We said that a grateful heart um, sees possibilities. Um, it does not see fear, does not see lack. When you don't have a heart of gratitude, you begin to see lack, you begin to see the gaps, you begin to see what is missing. But when you have a heart of gratitude, you begin to see what is possible, not just what is there. Because sometimes what is there is not enough. I have to tell you, sometimes what is there, what is available to you at the moment, is not enough. It's really not enough to make you joyful, to make you glad. But when you have practice gratitude, you begin to see the extra. You begin to see the good in every situation. So that was what we talked about in the first session, and we used the key formula we used was C. When we talked about gratitude, and it was shift your focus, embrace the present, and expand your vision. SEEC. Shift your focus, embrace the present, expand your vision. That is what gratitude can do for you. That's what you can do to experience gratitude more and more. In the second session, we talked about the science of thankfulness. Because sometimes we think all these things are just too much church talk. But there is a science behind these things. It's not just church talk. It's actually scientifically proven that gratitude helps you, that gratitude lifts you from the meh, that place where you are and everything is just meh. Gratitude lifts you from that place. And we learned that scientifically speaking, gratitude helps rewire your brain. It helps rewire your brain. It reshapes your emotions. It lowers your stress level and increases joy in you generally. Scientifically, we learned that gratitude increases dopamine in our system. It increases serotonin, it increases oxytocin. So, these are the feel-good hormones in our body, the hormones that make us feel good. When you're grateful, these hormones increase in your body. So you feel better. Science. It reduces anxiety, reduces stress, it reduces inflammation. Because when these feel good hormones are going in your body, there are just some things that cannot exist alongside. Let me just put it that way. So it strengthens your emotional resilience, it improves your sleep. I can tell you that. It increases your sleep. Okay, sorry, my microphone is kind of misbehaving. I don't know what it's doing anyway, but I'm sure you can still hear me. So it improves your sleep, improves your general well-being. Look, I can tell you for a fact that when you have a heart of gratitude, when you live from that place of thankfulness, hard things happen. Nobody's going to tell you. Definitely, I'm not going to tell you how things will not happen, but you are able to bear it. You are able to bear it. Your well-being, in fact, you are stretched in ways you don't even know is possible, and you experience a joy that you can't explain. You experience strength that you can't explain, simply because you're living from a place of thankfulness. You're living from a place of gratitude to God for so many things. For so many things. I should have started with an apology that I was not here last week. I can't give us details of why I was not here last week, but just know that it just wasn't possible. If it were at all possible, I would have been here, but it wasn't possible for me to be here last week. So I apologize that we missed that session. So we're trying to combine last week's session and this week's session in today's session. But once again, I think I'm not going ahead of myself. It's good that I've mentioned that now. So I'm still doing our recap of what we did last time. And when we talked about the science of gratitude, we also looked at how you can, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't want to just say practice gratitude, but the ways you can help yourself, let me put it that way, to be grateful, to live that life of gratitude. And we use the acronym or the mnemonics of GRACE. G, grow awareness, that is, be more aware. R, rewire your brain. That is all. This whole thing of thankfulness, gratitude is about rewiring your brain. If your brain is not rewired, things happen. I tell you, hard things happen. Things happen. And they are not easy things. They are not things to just smile about. When your brain has been rewired to be grateful, to be thankful, you can make it through those hard things, and basically, you can basically not just make it through, but with joy, with gladness in your heart. So rewire your brain, anchor in God's goodness. This cannot be done without. We need to, as people, truly believe that God is good. We say it. We say it. We say God is good. And for those of us that are Christians, we say it a lot. But do we really believe it? Excuse me, do we truly believe that God is good? For the benefits of gratitude to really show in your life, you must anchor in God's goodness. You must believe it the way you believe that your name is whatever your name is. You understand? The way you believe that if you sleep, you wake up in the morning. We don't doubt that we're going to wake up in the morning. How many people go to bed and doubt that they're going to wake up in the morning? It's only when now something happens. But generally, we believe that you sleep, you wake up in the morning. You believe that you wake up in the morning, you open your eyes, you see. You open your mouth, you talk. You believe these things without question. So must you believe in God's goodness. You must anchor yourself in God's goodness. These are the ways we can truly benefit from the good things, or the benefits, the positives of gratitude. Connect deeply. Don't just connect with people. For example, surface, connect deeply, then elevate your health and your thinking. These were the things we talked about in the last two sessions. So today, we're going to look at gratitude as it relates to relationships, and also how that gratitude overflows. That's what we are going to look at. We're looking at two topics. The topic we should have covered last week, practicing gratitude in relationships, and the topic we have today, turning thanks into giving. That's the overflow of gratitude. Because gratitude has to overflow, really. It has to overflow. It can't remain just with you. It really can't. Okay, so once again, if you are joining me, do let me know. I can see you, Kochifi, on Instagram. I can see 2 or 3 people on Facebook, but I don't like. I can't see the names unless you make a comment. On my streaming app, I'm seeing that there are like 5 people extra. Even more than that. The number is going up and down. So I can't tell who you are, but if you make a comment either on Facebook, on Instagram, then I can recognize who you are. Or you're watching on YouTube, let me know. Let me know wherever you are watching from, on LinkedIn. Let me know so that I can acknowledge you. Okay, so today, as I said, we're combining 2 topics, practicing gratitude in relationships and turning thanks into giving. Now, these two, they actually go hand in hand if you look at it. They actually work together, because gratitude heals relationships. It really does. When you, a person that practices gratitude, when you're in a relationship, it doesn't matter the kind of relationship, friendship, spousal relationship, familiar relationships, whichever one it may be, gratitude heals those relationships. Because you begin, when you're a person that is grateful, when you're a person that is thankful, you begin to see the good in those relationships. Even the relationship that looks so horrible, you begin to see the good in it. Gratitude helps you strengthen connections with people, because when you begin to see the good in people, you are more committed to them. You generally go the extra mile for those people because you're seeing the good in them. Gratitude helps reduce conflict. For the same reason, gratitude makes you more generous. Because, when you see so many things to be grateful for, it kind of just out comes naturally for you there has to be an outflow of that gratitude, and that is how it leads to generosity and giving. It softens your heart. Gratitude, it softens your heart. And once again, if your heart is full of gratitude, if you're someone that is thankful, it has to overflow somehow. It has to overflow. And many a times it overflows into giving. Get me right. Let me say this right off the bat. Giving is not always giving of money. When I'm talking about giving, it's not always giving of money. You can give of so much more. Sometimes we um, kind of make it so, well, I say small and irrelevant because we're just talking about giving of money, giving of finances. That's not all. Giving encompasses so much more. So gratitude definitely makes you a person that gives. Yes, I missed all of you too. Um, yes, gratitude increases your contentment and hence increases your joy. That is true from Coach Ify on Instagram. Definitely. So, and like I said, since the beginning of this month that I began to deal with this topic, I've had reasons to be grateful. I've had reasons to be thankful. I've had things happen around me that has made me very, very thankful to God. I've had opportunities to see God's goodness, to see God's faithfulness at work in my life in so many ways. And it has made me really, really more grateful. It has made me more grateful, honestly. So today, like I said, we're looking at both um, gratitude outward, that's how it affects the people around us, and how it matures into giving, how gratitude matures into giving. So that is what we are looking at today. I don't even know if I should really, yeah, I might as well mention it. There, of course, there are some scriptures. Um, the Bible tells us to be thankful, it encourages us to build up one another. Um, the Bible generally encourages us to be people that are thankful, people that remember the benefits, remember the good things that God has done for us, the good things that God has given us. It encourages us. And even in America, they set apart one day to give thanks. Maybe has been commercialized a lot recently, but the fact remains that they set apart one day to be thankful. And that day is this coming Thursday. So they do, gratitude has to be ingrained into. It's not something you do just on Thanksgiving Day. That's where I'm going to now. It has to be just a part of who you are, a part of you. It has to be. I wish I can give us some of the testimonies of things that has happened in this 1 month to me, around me. But I can tell you without flinching that God is good. And that I can also tell you that when you have built a life where you are thankful, when you have positioned your heart and your life to be thankful, you will always find what to be thankful for, even in the midst of the most difficult things, even in the midst of the hardest things, you will find what to be grateful for, what to be thankful for. And this is built because you have changed your mind, you have rewired your brain to be thankful. You have worked on yourself. You have found the good in situations previously. So no matter what situation you are facing, it doesn't really matter what the situation looks like. There is always contained in that situation a reason to give thanks. Always. Always, always. I can tell you this because I have lived it. I have lived it. It's not story. I have lived it. So be thankful, be thankful, be thankful. And you will begin to see more reasons to be thankful. It just works like that. Science supports this, scripture supports it. The more thankful you are, the more reasons you will see to be thankful. And of course, the more thankful you are, the better you feel, the more joyous you are, the things around you. Now, remember, gratitude does not change the situation. No. It's not gratitude that changes your situation, it changes your perspective, the way you see it. So, two people can be in the same situation, exact same situation, no difference. But someone that has a heart of gratitude, a thankful heart, will begin to see the little good that is hiding in that situation. They will find it. The little good that is hiding in that situation, they will find it. And once they find it, it changes everything. It changes everything. Your perspective has changed. And so every other thing changes. You can go through. Thank you. She said, Coach Ify says, I'm looking exceptionally beautiful today. Thank you. Thank you. You know, they say we don't look like what we're going through, we don't look like it. So, yes, my heart is truly full of gratitude, and it is showing. It affects our outward. This is what I'm trying to tell us. When your heart is full of gratitude, it shows. Everything about you begins to reflect it. So yes, thank you so much, Coach Ify. So yeah, gratitude does affect so many things. Science, like I said, science even proves these things. This is not just talk. This is not just spiritual. This is not just scripture. Science supports this. And I try most times, whatever I'm talking about, especially when I'm talking about things that can be viewed as, just spiritual, I find the scientific support for it because it exists. I look for it and I find it. And science supports the fact that gratitude strengthens relationships, gratitude softens your emotional defenses, this defensiveness. Gratitude does a lot of things. Research shows that when you express gratitude, it increases relationship satisfaction, it increases trust, it increases emotional closeness, it increases forgiveness, it increases conflict resolution. Research has proved this. And think about it. When you're always looking for the good, no matter how bad the situation is, you will find solutions easier. This is one thing that, if many of us will really take time and think about deeply, there are a lot of things that wouldn't be as hard, quote, in quote, as they look. Because when you really have a grateful heart, when your heart is thankful, when you're thinking of the good in situations, your mind is more relaxed, really, and you can find solutions. You can find solutions because remember, gratitude does not change the situation. No. The situation actually still exists. It still exists. But when you have a heart of gratitude, you can more easily find the solutions to get you out of that tough space. But if your mind is a mind or a heart that is not grateful, you keep dwelling on the problem. You never really settle to find solutions. Because I believe that there's no situation that exists in this earth that has no solution whatsoever. There is a solution. But to find it, you have to, calm your mind down. And gratitude does that for you. And then you can begin to see the solutions that exist, the solutions that are there. They've been there. Truly, they've been there. I can't see comments on Facebook. I'm wondering but I can see people there. I can see numbers of the people that are there, but I'm not seeing any comments. So anyway, so Science has also proved that people who feel appreciated show more patience, more empathy, and more cooperation. So you see, when you when you are thankful, and because of your thankfulness, you improve your relationships, the people that you're relating with, they feel more appreciated, and therefore they are more patient too. They are more empathetic also, and they cooperate with you more. You see the effect, ripple effect of you having a heart of gratitude. Okay, I can see Kelechi. That's the only one I can see her name. Okay, Priska, I can see you. Thank you so much for joining me on Facebook. So you see that gratitude has a ripple effect. It has a ripple effect. So why not just live a life of thankfulness? Why allow situations to overwhelm you? This is not trying to minimize people's things people go through. This is not me trying to minimize difficulties in the hearts and lives of people. No. Far be it for me to minimize the difficulties people go through. Far be it. Because I know some people are really going through things. They are going through situations that would break some of us. But if we could allow just the glimmer of light that comes from being grateful to shine in that situation, we would begin to see solutions that we did not see before, that we did not notice before. This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. Science has also proved that gratitude softens emotional defensiveness. That it reduces, there's a part of our brain, I don't want to pronounce this thing wrong now. Amygdala, anyway, is the fear center in our system. Gratitude reduces activity in that fear center. And you know, when fear is reduced, just the basic feeling of fear, we are kinder. We feel safer. We feel safer. So, because that, because gratitude reduces the activity in that fear center of our brain, when we deal with people, we are kinder because we are not, we're not fearful of whatever. We feel safer, and therefore we behave better. Our reactions are better. Because you see, I find that a lot of the stress we suffer or we go through in life is born from fear. A lot of it is born from fear, not even from whatever else may be happening with us. Fear first. Many of us, fear deals more with us than whatever the situation really is, including myself speaking. So when we can have the fear center, the activity there reduced, you see that things will generally go better. All right. Gratitude also boosts our empathy hormones. It increases oxytocin. Oxytocin. That's the bonding hormone that is in our body. It makes us more compassionate, makes us more gentle, makes us more warm, makes us more emotionally available. And of course, gratitude leads us to be more generous. I saw a study that says that neuroscientists found that gratitude activates prosocial circuits, making giving feel rewarding, not stressful. So when you give from a place of gratitude, the circuits in your brain that are prosocial are activated. And this will make the giving, when you're giving, it feels more rewarding for you. It doesn't feel like it's a stressful act, even if it actually takes some stress for you to give. Because there are sometimes some acts of giving could be termed as stressful because they require some effort or extra effort from you. But because you're a person of gratitude, you have been practicing gratitude, the part of your brain that promotes pro social activities will be activated. And then that giving will feel more rewarding. It won't feel so stressful. Obiagwe Buka, I can see you on Instagram. Thank you for joining me today. So we see that gratitude really, really scientifically proven that gratitude leads to more generosity. Generosity leads you to be more grateful, and this creates what we call the gratitude giving loop. So the more grateful you are, the more generous you are. The more generous you are, the more grateful you are. A never-ending loop of goodness. A never-ending loop of goodness. So we're going to look at some things, some practical things that we can do that will help us practice gratitude in relationships, and will also help us in allowing that gratitude to outflow or overflow into giving. And one is watch for the good. I've said this all throughout this series. Watch for the good. Train your eyes to notice effort, progress, kindness, and not flaws. Not flaws. Train your eyes. It is doable. Train your eyes to notice the good. Train your eyes to notice the effort. So watch for the good. Watch for the good. Then acknowledge the blessing. Say thank you. Send the message of thanks when somebody does even the smallest thing for you. Send a message. Recognize the effort the person put into whatever they did. Affirm their value. It's it's not an easy thing. Oh, see this, acknowledge the blessing. It sounds simple, but I know it's not an easy thing. But when you do it, because some people are ingrates, let me tell you this, some people are ingrates. When you even acknowledge the good they do, they return to you, back to you with either attitude or something. Some people are like that. But you can't allow those things to stop you from doing what you need to do. So watch for the good, acknowledge the blessing. No matter how small what the person did for you looks, say thank you and mean the thank you. Don't just say thank you out of thank you and just throw the thank you out there. No, I've had issues with people that just throw thank you out. Don't just throw thank you, mean it. Say thank you and mean it. Send the message to someone that did something good to you, appreciating what they did. Respond with appreciation. When someone serves, when someone helps in whatever way, or shows some kind of kindness, respond warmly. Respond with appreciation. Respond with appreciation. Then multiply the kindness. Multiply the kindness. Return the kindness. Amplify the positivity. Amplify it. Create an atmosphere of appreciation around you. See, when I tell some people thank you, especially people who are, in our part of the world, the younger appreciates the elder. But when an older person says thank you to a younger person, sometimes we look at it somehow. So when I tell people thank you for things they do, a lot of times people are confused by it. I think that's the only word I can think, because they didn't expect it. They really did not expect it. One, they feel, okay, I'm the elder, so I'm not the one that's supposed to thank. One. Two, they also feel that what they did was too small. But you see, for me, there's nothing that is too small. There is no action, no kindness you show me that is too small. It doesn't exist. Any kindness, anything you do for me is a reason for me to return the kindness. The reason for me to appreciate your effort is a reason for me to create that atmosphere of appreciation round about me. Yeah, yeah. Amplify the positive. Amplify it. Don't don't fall into this um loop that we do of magnifying the negative always. Amplify the positive. The negative will always be there. So will the positive. So that's the thing. They actually exists hand in hand. In that situation that it's extremely negative, because we're living in the world. We're not in out of space. We're not in heaven. We're living in this world. So there are a lot of negatives. A lot of negative things happen. And our news channels are not, when I say they're not helping, because they do magnify those negatives. They do. But we can amplify the positive, because even in that negative, if we begin to watch for the good, we will see the little good inside that negative. That mountain of negativity, there must be one small good thing or goodness inside it. And when we watch for the good, we will find it. So this is what helps me. I don't know about any other person. This is what helps me get through traumatic situations. Watching for the good and amplifying positives. This is what helps me personally get through traumatic situations. Situations that another person, when other people hear when I tell people some of the things that are either happening or that happened, they always like, but I saw you that period. And you did not look like this was happening. It's not that I'm pretending. It's that one, I watched for the good and I found the tiny good that existed in that mountain of negativity, that mountain of confusion, whatever it is. I found that little good. And then I began to magnify that positive for myself. Because if I give in to the negative, it doesn't benefit me, because definitely it affects me. I will now become spiritually, physically, otherwise, I will be affected more by the situation than when I watch for the good and then I amplify the positive. It has happened to me over and over. So I'm not talking about something they told me. I'm talking about something I have experienced and I can truly testify to. So multiply kindness. Remember, we said watch for the good, W, acknowledge the blessing, A, respond with appreciation, R, and multiply kindness, M, warm, warm, WARM. That's how you will remember these things. When gratitude increases, relationships will truly grow warmer. Yeah. When gratitude increases, our relationships grow warmer. Then, when we look at this gratitude now overflowing into thanks, some of the things that we can do is one, we feel the blessing. Gratitude starts with the heart experience, not an outward experience. It starts with the heart experience. Feel the blessing. Allow yourself to feel the blessing in that situation. Allow yourself to feel it. When you can feel the blessing, because of course you have watched for the good and you have amplified the positive, feel the blessing. Allow yourself to truly feel that gratitude. Allow yourself to truly feel the goodness of God, to truly feel that, yes, something negative is happening around, but in the midst of it, there is this little blessing that I have found. Allow yourself to feel it. So feel the blessing. Let that blessing move over you. Let it truly produce the good emotions. Let that feeling, that blessing that you're feeling, let it truly produce something. Let it move you. Let it move you. But once again, when we really have gratitude, have a heart of gratitude, we have reprogrammed and rewired our brain to experience thankfulness in whatever situation. We'll find that generally it makes us kinder. We are more ready to serve where necessary. We're more giving and we're more supportive generally. So let that feeling of blessing, let it move you. Is that feeling of being blessed in the midst of all the struggle? That is what will actually prompt you to do something else. So let it move you. Let that feeling of blessing move you. And then give what you can. As that feeling is moving you, give what you can. Not necessarily what maybe you wish you had. Give what you can. Give what you can give encouragement. Remember, we're not talking about money here. You can give encouragement. You can give of your time. You can give of your attention to someone. You can give of your resources, of course. You can give of just kindness, just being kind to someone else. You can give by, serving someone else. You can even give with prayer, by praying for someone else. But offer what you have. As you have let this, as you felt this feeling of blessing and you have allowed it to move you, to move in you, through you, give of what you can. Offer what you have. If all you have is a word of encouragement, offer it. I've been in a health struggle. Let me put the health scare personal now for me. And in the midst of that, someone approached me. Someone called me and was asking basically for me to advise them on something. And initially, when this call came in and I answered it, and then the person, began to, in my head, I'm like, I don't have time for this. I'm going through something myself. But once again, because I have trained myself to be grateful in whatever I find myself in, I was able to find what I could give to this person, even in my own pain, even while I was needing encouragement, actually, even while I was needing someone to tell me it's going to be okay. Yes, I've worked on my brain at that time. Yes, I found the good in it. I've looked for and I found the good, and I was trying. See, that's the thing. At that point, I was trying to, feel all the blessings, to let it move. I was just walking through that process with what was happening physically with my body. And this person needed encouragement. I had to give it. If I tell you it was just so easy, no, it wasn't. I had to, in my head, tell myself, yes, you are going through something, yes, but you still have an encouraging word. You have it. It's not that you're going to search for it somewhere. You have the word to give. Give it. Give it. Till today, the person does not know what I was going through when I was there for her. She doesn't know. She doesn't need to know. It's not even important. The day it's relevant for her to know, I'm sure maybe she will find out, but it wasn't relevant at that point. I just knew that I had what to give, and I gave it. Encouragement. So don't always, when we talk about giving, when we talk about gratitude, overflowing to generosity, it doesn't always mean money. It doesn't always mean resources. It can be encouragement, it can be time, it can be attention, but do give it. Do give it. Okay. After you offer what you have, watch God multiply that, really. This is, for me, the best part of living a life of thankfulness, a life of gratitude, is watching God multiply your little efforts. There's an expression I read somewhere, and it has really, it blessed me when I read it, and it has helped me through a lot. It says, whatever leaves your hand never leaves your life. Yes, it has left your hand to someone else, but somehow you get it back multiplied. So whatever leaves your hand never leaves your life. So watch God multiply. God will always multiply what we sow or what we have and we give. He will multiply it and it comes back. It comes back to us. It might not come back in the same way it left, but it comes back. So whatever leaves your hand never leaves your life. Just know it. Know it. So Thanksgiving opens doors for us, and giving carries you through those doors. Giving carries you through those doors. So, what are we saying today? I've said a lot. I still have a lot to say. But generally, gratitude makes relationships feel safe, warm, more joyful. And people stay where they feel appreciated. They do. People do. They stay where they feel appreciated. Then appreciation, when we show appreciation, it helps heal wounds faster than criticism ever could. So appreciation is a balm. Gratitude is a balm that helps heal wounds. And when we give, it is actually more natural to give when our heart is full. I think, when something is full, it has to overflow. That's the next step. So when our heart is full, giving becomes kind of natural, almost automatic. So when your heart is full of thanks, you give of your time, you give of your effort, you give of your um, resources, whatever. You know that listening is giving, right? When you're listening to people, it's part of giving. Forgiving someone for something they did is part of giving. And of course, encouragement is part of giving. So it's not just, money or finances or whatever. It's not. Now, what are some action steps that we can take in relation to our relationships? We can love, listen intentionally, offer appreciation daily, voice affirmations, extend forgiveness. Love, Love, in terms of relationship and thankfulness, listen intentionally to people, offer appreciation daily, appreciate people's little efforts, no matter how little that effort is, appreciate it. We can't. Oh, now I can see people's comments. Okay, thank you. Thank you. I can see all the comments now. Oh God. Maybe it's the glasses that's confusing people today. All these people are saying I'm looking beautiful today. Okay, thank you. The hair. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you everyone for the comments. Now I'm seeing comments on Facebook. All this while I couldn't see it. Um Honorable FA, I see you on Instagram also. Thank you for joining me today. So, action steps: love, listen intentionally, offer appreciation daily, voice affirmations, extend forgiveness. In relation to giving, give. Just give. Go back and thank someone intentionally. Go back and thank someone intentionally. Invest in someone this week. Invest in someone's happiness, in someone's peace this week. Volunteer your strengths. Volunteer your time. You see, it's not about money. Volunteer your strengths. Then express generosity secretly, openly, anyhow. Express it. Give. Give. And as we go into this week, because this is the last session in this series. Next week is we're already entering December, so we're going to enter a new series. As we go forward, let your gratitude spread into this world. Let your thankfulness spread into the world. Let it touch everyone that you meet. Let your gratitude spread. Sorry, my phone is let me put it away so that I'm not distracted by it. I'm rounding up already, so as you truly go into this week, the rest of this week, let your gratitude spread into your world. Let it spread. Speak appreciation to everyone you meet. There was a challenge. I don't know, I can't remember how many years ago. I'm trying to remember how many years ago someone challenged us to this. And it was to always speak appreciation to people. It doesn't matter who the person is. It doesn't matter how you see the person. It doesn't matter your relationship with the person before. Even if the person has always been a mean person, find something to appreciate about them. Find something to compliment them about. That was one of the hardest challenges I've done. Because some people, it's hard to find what to appreciate about them. I'm telling you the truth. I struggled with some people during that period. But I learned something in that challenge is that you will find what to appreciate about someone when you look. When you truly look, you will find. The thing is that most times we're not looking for what to appreciate about people. We're not looking for the good. But because, like, at that period of that challenge, I was actively looking for what to appreciate about people. I was actively looking for it. And I was finding, funny enough, I was finding, especially for those really very hard to like people. You know, those people that their character, their behavior, everything about them, you understand? I struggled, but I was able to find something to appreciate. Even sometimes it's even just appreciating what the person wore. I'm telling you, it was for some people it was so hard to find any other thing except, oh, your dress is nice. Oh, this shirt you're wearing fits you. Something. I struggle through that challenge. I won't lie to you. For some people, it's easy to speak appreciation. It really is. But for some people, it's hard. So I had to keep looking. Once I said I have to search for. And like I said, for some people, it will be, oh, your shirt is so nice. And I have to speak it out. That was the challenge. It's not just to think it in my heart. I had to speak it out. So for some people, like it was just, oh, your shirt is nice. Oh, you look good today. Something. So speak appreciation. When somebody does, even if it's something that is expected of them, say thank you. When they do the ones that, I mean, yeah, it's expected of you that you will do this. Still say thank you. Still appreciate their effort that they put into doing that. So speak appreciation. Pray for someone this week. Secretly, openly, is up to you. However you want to do it, but pray for someone this week. Pray for that person that you don't even like. That person that you struggle with liking. Pray for that person. And I told people that's something that has helped me be able to pray for people that are not really my favorites. Let me put it that way. I when I pray for people that are not really my favorites, I don't pray just enter prayer and begin to talk. I say nothing. I say less. Let me not say I say less. And I allow the Holy Spirit to do more of the praying, because if you leave me to pray, I will list out the person's Oh, how do I, all his faults, all his or her problems, all his issues before God? That was what the prayer time would be. But see, that is not praying for someone. When you go to God and you complain about someone, you're not praying for the person. You're really not. So I've learned when I want to pray for anybody, really, anybody, including the people that are not my favorites, I go before God and I talk less. And I ask Him, what is your mind about this person? What is in your mind for this person? What is your plan? What is your purpose for this person? What do you want to do in the life of this person? Then from that, the prayer points come. It's not, if I tell you it's easy to pray for someone you're not really liking, in quote, it's not easy. But when you do it in this way, when you go before God, you're like, okay, God, I'm coming because I know that something is in your mind for this person. You have a plan for this person, you have a purpose. The person is not working in it yet, clearly. Otherwise, they would be a better person. Mhm. But you have something in mind. What is that thing? And then I allow him to either let me see it or let me just pray it. And that means I'm probably praying in the Holy Spirit. I'm not praying in my own words. But sometimes he does give me a glimpse of his mind for this person. And when I catch that glimpse, I no longer see, it's not when I say I no longer see, it doesn't mean I now become blind to the person's faults. But when I see the person, I see that purpose, that vision God gave me of the person first before I see their misbehaviors. So you can apply that and pray for someone this week. These are our assignments for this week. Speak appreciation, pray for someone, reach out intentionally. That person that you have not talked to in forever. Everything. Hey, God. Ah, Constance and Ebele, thank you. I appreciate. I appreciate. Thank you so much. Um, yeah, I was talking about reach out intentionally. When I say, see, there are people that we have not really spoken to in a while. We're not quarreling with the person. We're not having any issues with the person. There is nothing wrong, but we've just kind of left things. Please reach out intentionally. Reach out intentionally. Make up your mind that I'm going to reach out intentionally to this person this week and do it. However, you want to do it. You want to send a text message, you want to send a WhatsApp message, you want to make a call, whatever, but intentionally reach out to someone, encourage someone. Many of us need encouragement. Many, especially in this environment of the world now. Everywhere you look, trouble, distress, stress, wahala, as we say. Everywhere you turn, bad news. Everywhere you turn. So people need encouragement. Encourage someone. I sent a person a message one time to show you that we all need encouragement. We don't even know who really needs the encouragement sometimes. We don't know. I woke up one day and just felt this person in my heart. As far as I know, there's nothing wrong with her. There's nothing happening with her. There is no issue, as far as I know. And it's not as if I've not been in touch with the person to say, okay, it's been a while. So I just woke up with this person in my heart. So I opened WhatsApp, I said, let me send her a message. I started off with just basic, how are you? But before I knew it, I'm writing one long, encouraging word for her, not knowing that she needed it. I really did not know that she needed it at that time. So please reach out to someone intentionally. Encourage someone today. People are needing encouragement. It's not everyone that shows it on their face. So encourage someone, assist someone, help someone in some way, one way or the other, and do one generous act somewhere to someone. This is how you can spread your gratitude. into your world this week. This week. Speak appreciation, pray for someone, reach out intentionally, encourage someone, assist someone, do one generous act. You can pick one, you can pick two. You don't have to do all six of them. You don't have to, let your gratitude spread in all six ways. Pick one, pick two, and ensure that this week you do it. And say with me, in this week, and going forward, it's not just in this week. Going forward, my relationships will flourish because I practice gratitude. My relationships, they flourish because I practice gratitude. My gratitude overflows into generosity and it touches everyone around me. Everyone around me will feel it. I carry warmth. I carry warmth. I carry kindness. I am a giving person. I carry these things in me and they touch everyone that comes into contact with me. And whatever gifts God has given me, they will flow through me and will bless others. In this week, this month, this year, going forward, my gratitude will overflow and it will reach all that come into contact with me. So, as we conclude, let's step into this week. Let's step into this week and be more grateful, be more thankful, and allow this gratitude, this thankfulness to overflow into our relationships, onto everyone that comes into contact with us in one way or the other. Let it be the framework with which we relate, the framework with which we do whatever it is we are doing. Let it be the framework for our thinking, for our relating, for our walking, and for our living. Gratitude. Let it be the framework. This week, this month, this year, and for the rest of our lives. And remember to make today and every day count. Ensure you're growing in every aspect of life. Thank you for joining me once again on Growth Habits with Ngozi. I am your personal guide on this journey, and I remain your personal guide on this journey. Remember to follow us on all our social media handles: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, LinkedIn, everywhere. Everywhere. Follow us, and I'll see you next week when we begin a new series. Can I remember what the topic for next week is? Next month. I have it written down somewhere. That will tell that I've not begun to plan it yet. Like I said, this month has been interesting, but this last week, super interesting. Super interesting this last week. A lot of things, but also a lot of reasons to be glad, a lot of reasons to rejoice in God, a lot of reasons to give thanks. I can't find it right now. So, see you next week when we begin a new series. Thank you all once again for joining me. And let me just go around and see if there's any comment I need to respond to. Okay, Kelechi, I see you. Thank you so much. Yes, Bella, let your gratitude spread to your world. Yes, go back and thank someone intentionally, Constance. It does wonders in the life of the person and also to you and for you. Thank you all for joining me today. I appreciate you. See you all next week, Tuesday, same time, 1 p.m. Remember, we moved to 1 p.m. this period. Thank you for joining me and see you next week, Tuesday. Bye. Do have an awesome day. Bye.